Hello, it is I, back with more Oops and Spooks. Oh, hey, whatever it is. Slender the Arrival. I still don't entirely. I tried looking this up, by the way, because the beginning part of the stream is going to be a little bit of a recap of, what I've learned since the last stream to now. Is that this is I guess it's remade Unity, this version of the game, and so, the graphics are better and shit like that, but I don't understand, what else they added to it, personally. They seem to have added a platinum trophy to that version, whereas I don't have a platinum for this, unfortunately. But yeah, it is what it is. I did all of these trophies except for I haven't done any sort of hardcore difficulty, and to be honest, I don't really plan on it. Um, that to me takes the fun out of this game. I would be willing to do normal potentially, but hardcore just seems annoying because there's the whole your camera actually or your flashlight actually does run out. Your sprint runs out way quicker. Slender's way more aggressive. To me, these are things that are not fun for the game. Powered by Unity. Yeah, I don't really get what the. I guess just the version I have is the updated version, but it's only the PS5 version. Um, Only the PS5 version has a platinum. One thing that absolutely blew my mind, by the way, was learning one particular fact. There's a there's apparently a PS3 version of this game. I didn't know there was a PS3 version of this game. It tells you how old it is. I guess it makes sense though, because if this is 10-year anniversary, then the PS4 wouldn't have even been out yet. So it makes sense that it came out on PS3 and Steam and shit. So there are, I guess, a couple. There's fun in this game. I think it's fun. I think it's fun running away from Slender and the other character you end up having to run away from midway through the game, or I guess technically the third chapter, um, where it's oh, here's they run. What's the next goal you're working on? All right, let me go through this first. The fun, I guess, is yeah, the point of being able to go and do this shit and actually have a goal that you're consistently working on and then achieving that goal, even if you end up losing, it's not a big deal. It's kind of the reason why I wouldn't mind doing a normal playthrough. But for example, for the hard playthrough, the flashback chapter adds a bunch. Not only does it add multiple generators to power up, but you have to find the fuel for them, and it just seems like it's a lot of busy work. I feel like, and because this game relies on random spawning in for stuff, so that you don't just learn how to do it. It just seems like it's a bit much. You know what I mean? That to me crosses the line from okay, this is a scary game, ooh whatever, into this is just frustrating territory. Because it's hard to progress when you don't when it's all just randomized and the character fucking teleports. You know what I mean? I'm on. Yeah, I've done everything on easy so far. It's coming from a guy that plays Fortnite and Yakuza. But the thing is, Yakuza's not randomized though. I mean, and to be fair, Fortnite you can't really change the difficulty section. I think it's the spooky factor. It's not the spooky factor. I don't mind playing that. It's just it's frustrating. That's the reason why I'd be willing to play a normal. Anyway, this memory chapter is something I unlocked. You have to find a specific collectible, and I used a guide to find the last about 20 collectibles I was missing. And one of the collectibles unlocks this memories chapter. Genesis, I learned, is just I didn't look up too much of it, but apparently it's literally just the original Slender game. And apparently this is actually the studio that made the original Slender game. They eventually just got enough money to make a real game of it. I guess a more polished game. So that's something I would be willing to try, and I probably will this stream. But now let me look through some of these real quick. So this is like the lore of the game. I didn't comment too much on how much I like what I feel on the game's rating prior to this because some of these I didn't find, and so like like the lore is obviously hidden in such a sense that like I felt like I needed to find all the lore pieces before I sat down and really like gave the game like a glowing review or a scathing review or somewhere in between. So let's try this. Okay. Hey Kate, it's been a while since we last spoke, hasn't it? Oh yeah, I guess the idea is that I should mention the story of this is that so you're a character named Lauren who's like selling off some sort of home, presumably some sort of childhood home. And so you come over and you're trying to figure out like what the hell happened to this Kate person who's like the house seller. And then there's something to do with a character named Charlie. And so that's what I gleaned prior to reading any of this. And so we're going to hopefully find out more about that. This Charlie character also got lost at some point. It was like some little kid. That's like all the lore that I'm personally aware of. But yeah, anyway. Hey Kate, it's been a while since we last spoke, hasn't it? Hope you've forgotten about me. Or I hope you haven't forgotten about me. I can read. I know writing a letter is a little old fashioned, but sometimes I like to just sit down and write something out, you know? So I can't remember what I was doing at the time, but all the stuff we used to do when we were kids just came rushing back to me all of a sudden the other day. Remember when I'd sneak over at night so we could both go out on our adventures? Ghost hunting, we called it. We shine the flashlights through the trees and jump at every little insignificant noise. Imaginations were always working in overdrive. I wish I could rewind back to then. Seems like everything after that time just hasn't been as good for both of us. Obviously crossed out here is how long has it been again? It's been at least a couple of years, hasn't it? She was always kind of mean to me. Maybe she actually knew about us sneaking out all the time. Guess we'll never. Sorry, ignore all that. Fuck. Ignore all that. I'm closing out of it. No. Ignore all that. I started rambling too much. Wait, please let me know, or please let me hear from you soon. I know things have been less than normal for you lately, so I just wanted to check in. CR. No, I don't know who CR is. I know there is that little kid named Charlie, but I don't think that's the same individual. I think I should point out the main crux of like where this lore is there's 13 of these pieces of paper that are written throughout the game, of course. And then there's stuff like this, which isn't really like you're not really reading a whole bunch of it. It's just stuff you find around. So really, I think the main crux of the lore is going to be in these 13. And also, ooh, spooky 13, scary number. Okay, this is CR person again. Thanks for calling last night. Probably sounds dumb, but it was good to hear your voice again. Good to hear that Lauren's been doing really well too. But yeah, about what all we said, I'm not sure what to think of it yet. What are the odds of two people having the exact same hallucination? Could it really just be a coincidence? I have to go to my doctor today for some routine stuff, so I'm going to try and casually bring this up and see what he says about it. I'll let you know how it goes. So the CR might be like... They're talking about Lauren, so obviously it's not Lauren, and it's not Kate, because the CR person has messaged both of them. It makes me wonder, is it perhaps the person that died here? Because this is a person that, like, presumably, Lauren's mom... Okay, no, Beth Hayes. Okay, well that just throws me for a loop then. I have no idea what the fuck we're doing here. Okay. Hey Kate, both my computer and phone have been acting weird lately, so I figured I'd do the old-fashioned way again. That we can meet up to talk things through. I agree with what the doctor said, too. There's an explanation for this stuff. The shared traumatic event sounds the most logical to me. The night out there in the woods is probably what caused it. I had almost completely blocked that out, but now it's kind of coming back to me. But like I said before, it's still really foggy. I think the best course of action right now is to just ignore it whenever you think you might be seeing things again. I'll try to do the same, that'll probably do the trick. See ya. Yes, you should call Warren sometime. I bet some company would help out. So obviously the idea here is that the hallucination they're seeing is something to do with Slenderman, and so it's not really a hallucination. Yeah, it hasn't been working out for me either. It's one thing to ignore something you know is just hallucination. It's something else entirely to ignore all the noises I hear outside my window at night now because I can't see whatever it is that's making them. Anything like that happening around there with you, it sometimes sounds like whispers. Your friend CR. I assume, yeah, to K, like, the 2 section, I assume means it's Kate. It's probably what the K stands for, I'd guess. I mentioned it to my doctor again when I saw him today. He really wants you to come in sometime just to talk to him. I think it's a good idea. He also said that confronting this traumatic event in some way could be very beneficial too. Don't worry, I didn't tell him many specifics about what happened. I do think we should go back out to the park behind your mom's house sometime soon. I think being out there and seeing nothing will get rid of these stupid problems we've both been having. Okay. I tried to find my way back to you when I tripped and fell down that slope, but my flashlight hit one of the rocks down there and broke. It was pitch black. I heard sounds all around me screaming. Sounded like you. I tried to follow back, but I was lost. I fell. Everything collapsed down around me. I could feel it crushing me. Everything was moving so fast. I was drowning in water I couldn't see. Every fear I'd ever come back, or I'd ever had, came back to me at once. Monsters surrounded me. My stomach inverted. My eyes shriveled out of existence, and my heart caved in. This person sounds like they're having a real fucking fun time. I don't know what happened after that. I woke up in some tall grass today and found my way back to the house. I looked through the window and saw you sitting on the couch, staring at your TV. I couldn't get your attention, so I left. I can't write anymore. I can't think straight. I need to... I am okay, Kate. The woods are beautiful. Please come see. I'm going to find you so you can see. It is so beautiful, Kate. So at this point, presumably, she's been corrupted in some sort of sense by Slender, if I had to guess. Try to call you dozens of times. Where are you? Please call me back and let me know you're okay. If I don't hear back in an hour, I'm coming over there. I guess, also to be fair, this could be just written by someone else. This doesn't necessarily have to be that CR person. Kate, leaving this note in case you wake up tonight. I assume you don't remember what happened. I came over to check on you and found you on that park behind the house. You had a broken video camera with you and a bag full of weird drawings. I don't know what happened out there, but you're safe now. Doctors here will help you. Okay, so Kate went out there for a little fucking, like, fun sun time. And then just, I don't know, started drawing a bunch of crazy ass shit about Slender and then, I don't know, somehow survived. Damn it. When you hit the touchpad accidentally, it takes it out of it, which is why I kept doing that. Anyway, glad you're feeling better, but the house is too close to the woods. It's too isolated. Which I agree, yeah. I mean, the little walk we had to do from the car down there, that place is sketchy as fuck, dude. You need to go somewhere else. I know a place that I think will be safer for you to stay. I'm gonna go with you because my house doesn't feel safe anymore. I nailed all the windows shut, but I still feel too open. I haven't slept in a few weeks either. I'm so tired. Let's get out of here, Kate. I promise I'll keep you safe. Oh, this is probably what the, so that note for number 3 is probably a continuation of, like, or sorry, for number 5. 6? 7. What fucking, there it is. So, yeah, it's probably a continuation of this. Anyway, it's so beautiful, Kate, outside. I need to die before it catches me. I'm sorry for any part that is my fault. Everything is leaking out the back of my head. Hands have teeth. Please tell no one I love them. It's back now. Hide. The house had to go. It can't save me anymore. So that's probably why that house is all burnt out in the prologue. So that fucker burned down his own house. You by the street in an hour. I left a list of things to bring with you. Leave everything else behind. I'll explain everything as soon as I see you. I know how to fix all this. Don't tell Lauren about me. Okay, so that's some sketchy ass shit, of course. Somewhere this Beth Hayes person died. Yeah, this is all the stuff about, like, what they had to do to go out and look for this Slender thing, one of the 2 characters. I'm not entirely sure. This is just random stuff that is true about the park in general. Like, none of this has anything to do with Slender. Yeah, all this is just, like, just random stuff about the town. It wasn't, like, anything Slender related. Obviously this is the whole I want to die thing. Or even this one. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for everything. This isn't your fault. I did this. By the time you read this, it's already too late for you. Don't let him into any more lives. This was all my fault. This can end with you. I let him in. Why did I ever let him in? I'm sorry for placing this burden on you. I wish it was all on me. This can't spread any further. Please, it has to end with you. I wish there was some other way. It has to end. God forgive me. Oh, Jesus. Okay. See, there's a Charles M, but this isn't like this isn't CR presumably. I see people everywhere who remind me of the man that could have become. They understand the rules so well. It's like the rules of the great game of life were never taught to me. Everything I ever worked towards is gone. Everything I loved has been taken away from me. I'm an empty shell of a man living in this world of constant noise. Failure after failure. No one left to love. No one left to love me back. This world is nothing but noise now. And I can't understand any of it. I see everyone else wading through the noise like they are a part of it, familiar with it, while I struggle and drown as some unwanted outsider. None of it makes sense, and I'm alone in it all. No more job, no more family. I can never rebuild it all. I'm a hopeless excuse for a man. I need to get out. Imagine being trapped in a game where you don't understand the rules, clumsily trying to understand how to make it through, but you can't. You can't progress. I thought I knew the rules, but it was a lie. You see everyone else whizzing by like it's so easy. No one tells me. No one cares about my game. I'm alone in this forsaken nightmare because I don't belong in it. I need to log off. Uh, I need to get out of it. I need to rest. I need tranquility. I need to feel like I belong somewhere. I'm not sorry for this because I don't owe this damn world anything. Never forgive life. So goodbye and good luck with your own game. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for giving me good luck. Yeah, see, this is like the Charlie kid. So presumably this Charles, has a kid, right? Charlie M. This is obviously Matheson. So the kid goes missing. That's probably what he's talking about. Like his kid disappeared, and then the whole like shit hit the fan after that. Thank you. I can't thank you enough for coming out all this way to help me. It's been a pretty rough road trying to sell this old place. I wish I'd turned to you sooner. You have no idea how happy I'll be once this is all behind me. Love you always, Kate. Okay. This is pretty exciting, isn't it? This whole mystery, the missing boy, the sightings, the arson. I'm glad I get to share this adventure with you. I can't help but feel saddened for Mr. Matheson. He lost so much. I wish he would have just let me in to help him the way you're helping me. Maybe I could have saved him. Since I couldn't help him in life, maybe I can help him now. I promise to find out what happened to his son. Perhaps that will put his soul at peace. Thanks again, Kate. I look forward to our adventure, CR. I don't know who CR is, but I do wonder if this is connected to the whole idea. I shouldn't, I wish he hadn't let me in, and then, eventually he's like, oh, that other one was like, oh, I shouldn't have let him in, fuck, pretty much. Um, yeah, this is just talking about, like, the fire. Oh, so like the kid wasn't even in the house for the fire, which makes sense later, and I'll show that momentarily. Outside, fire crews say a blaze at the southeast home, resulting in one death, maybe the result of arson. Fire broke out of the home located just east of Oakside Lake at 11:30 p.m. Neighbors who knew the man living in the home, currently the only known fatality, as agitated and abrasive. He lost his son many years ago. Since then, he's never really acted the same. He always claimed to see his son standing outside his window staring in. Said Kim Rollick, a neighbor who had known the man for 20 years. Authorities say Charles Matheson, 47, died of smoke inhalation. Inhale. I don't know how to pronounce inhalation, I assume. Inhaling. His body was blah 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 blah. More people join, I guess. I'm trying to like scan this to see if there's any sort of like, because most of like half the shit doesn't really like matter. He came for me. Why didn't I listen? He was right. He said this would happen. Help me. Need CR. He knows how to end this. Come find me. Don't let him in. So CR is a male. It might be the sheriff dude, because there's like a sheriff dude for a flashback that we watch. This is hard to read. This guy keeps stopping by my house, asking about my son. I keep telling him to go away. He's getting more and more desperate. I still see him. I keep looking for him. It can't be him, though. I know it can't, but it's so real. Everywhere I go, I hear his voice, but it sounds like he's suffering. Like it's not the son I knew. I can't escape this torment. This man, this thing, he taunts me. He eats at my mind. Am I doing this to myself? Was it my fault Charlie disappeared? Is this my trial? Or my punishment? I need to end it. I need to cleanse this place. No more suffering. No one deserves this. It all ends here. It, all needs to go. Okay, so he burns down the house because he's, like, freaking the fuck out, pretty much. What's wrong with this place? Why did this happen to us? No answers anywhere I look. Am I crazy? These things I see at night, I don't know what to think. Ever since Charlie disappeared and Diane left, I must have hit a breaking point. I still keep looking. I still hear him sometimes, that cute little laugh, but he's been gone 9 years. Why does every day have to hurt so much? Okay, well, that's pretty rough. Huh. I don't think this is connected, this one. It's hard to tell with some of these. Maybe it is. Okay, I'll read through it. Fuck it. Dearest Diary, Patricia still has yet to come home. Mother insists she ran off to search for wildflowers again. But I know that's not true. It was that man, that thing grandmother keeps ranting on about. I do not think she's mad. I have seen the man myself. He watches us as we play. Patty went to him. I just know it. If only Mother would listen. Sorry, it's written in cursive, kind of pain in the ass. I wonder when she'll come home. I don't know what that's supposed to say at the end. I would think like rose, but there's like a, looks like a T at the end, like a rosette, like rosette or something. And it's like that can't be right. I seek only salvation for myself and my family from that demon sent to torment my life. I brought the devil's wrath upon my family. I did this. I went searching for this demon. I brought him into our lives. I invoked his arrival. How could I have been so blind as to manifest such evil? Why could I not let old legends die? I alone should bear this burden. Why must my grandchildren suffer for my imprudence? They will never come home. The Archfiend has them now. We all must bear this burden. We must all repent for our ignorance and rid this world of this demon for good. None ever shall confront this evil ever again. It dies with us. May the fire cleanse our souls and burn our sins. Frida Matheson. So it sounds like the grandmother did something to fucking make this weird creature come out and like stalk children and shit. And so he's been kidnapping children, and so it's been causing the adults to like freak the fuck out. Dearest Frida, through my heart still, damn it. Though my heart still pains for your missing children, I fear for your health, my sweet sister. Mustn't worry your mind with those twisted tales of our youth. You know as well as I did, they were merely tales to keep us all in good behavior. If only Mother knew what those silly legends would do to you. Though I have no recollection of the one you mentioned. Was it from one of Mother's books you took with you? I wish I were with you now, in your time of need, rather than whittling my days away alone. I wish you, well, an ocean away. May my thoughts and prayers reach you, Francisca. Okay. Who the fuck is CR, though? Okay, I've been doing some digging and came across an old plot of land that belonged to the Matheson family a ways back. Charles was known to take his wife Diane and his son Charlie to the old homestead for family picnics. Imagine what I would see there. I think Charlie may have seen something he was never meant to see. Encloses a recording of my findings and some documents I came across. We're dealing with something dark here, okay? Something I can't explain. So that's probably that's the thing that was on the videotape before we saw it. Yeah, and then of course this is like, oh, he saw Slenderman in the farm. This is him hanging out with the children. He's fucking weird. Granny Richards, Big Book of Secrets. I'm not sure what that one means. Kate, want to see you again? I can't stop thinking about you, Kate. Okay, so CR is Carl Ross. Okay, now we have a name. We have found a new player in this, or identified a player in this. I'll see you again. I can't stop thinking about you, Kate, about us. I'm sorry for what happened in the park. Maybe I shouldn't have said those things. I may not feel the same way, but I don't want to let you go. I hope someday you'll change your mind. I'll be waiting here for you. Please just think about it some more. I have so many things I want to show you, so many things I want to share with you. I want to protect you. I hope we can at least still be friends. Yours truly, Carl Ross. Okay. Okay, that doesn't pertain to anything. Rose. Oh, this is like the old shit. We're going to the cellar tonight for another game of hide and seek. Father won't return from... Fuck, I don't know what that word... From his errand to Red Deer? Red Deer? Until the morning. And Norm says he found a lantern so he can take us there after dark if we all meet by the chapel after tonight's dinner. Fuck, this is hard to read. I know you... What? I know you rate the rancid... I know you hate. I know you hate the rancid smell of petrol down there. But it'll be fun, I promise, Maggie. P.S. Don't tell Patty. She'll tell on us. Yeah, fuck you, Patty. But it's more or less the same as it's always been. Maybe tomorrow, Maggie. June 2nd, 1909? 1905? 1905. Father's making us pray again tonight. It'll do no good. It's bothersome, if anything. And uh, and I'd bet anything Patty and Walt ran away from the miserable old place, and I don't blame them one bit. Grandmother and Rose insist on some Patty take what? Some batty tail, maybe? That a strange man took them away. Am I the only one keeping their wits around here? Maybe I should run away too, Maggie. June 9th. Okay, so this is presumably like, oh, this might be this creature from folklore. Okay. Before I make a judgment call on the whole story in the game, because I mean, I'll be the first to admit I don't really 100% understand all of this. Like, this is one of those like watch some stupid fucking game theory video. But anyway, you find this clue here, like an old looking bear, like in one of the maps, and then it takes you to a background of this sort of scene. So your parents are calling you in for like dinner or whatever, right? And you're like, oh yeah, cool, I'll do that, whatever. You have no way to get through otherwise. And you're finding the pieces of your train as you're going through it. You might notice these are actually the train pieces that were in that church, like that chapel thing. Like you went in there, you had to collect those and a doll, and then you start getting chased by something. So this is the same stuff. So this is like another indication that yeah, the kid got kidnapped by Slender, of course. But then there's a very obvious way. Why is your VTube crying? It's supposed to be a scary game, Ryudos. Thank you very much. It's supposed to be sadness. Here's another version. I don't perceive anything. I'm just sobbing away. I mean, that's the idea. I mean, obviously, if we're talking GD Gypsy isn't really crying, but you know, it's whatever. Scary equals shit. And I don't cry when I shit. Congratulations. I'm proud of you. No, there was a couple. If you look through my clips, like recently, or you know, if you subscribe to the YouTube, the clips will probably be uploaded in the next couple days. Of like there's like 3 different jump scares I got from this game, and 2 of them were from some person who followed me, and that scared me. And then they played a sound alert, and that scared me. And then I got jump scared one time during the actual game itself. So yeah, as you can tell, all these weird fucking hands and shit start coming out. You're trying to get back home, but yeah, no matter where you go here, you're like trapped. I got jump scared once, yeah. Like from the game specifically, once like realistically, right? Because the other two times were just like because it plays a sound alert when someone follows, and because they also played one of my sound alerts. Those are just like louder by default than the game I'm listening to because I don't want it to catch on the mic. Hopefully, at least not as much. Yeah. Anyway, this is the bear you find button for the collectible, and you find it during that one map that you're trying to run up to the tower. But yep. But those were like jump scares, but not like your traditional jump scares because it was just like stream sort of things that were causing me to jump because of just how loud it was, not because it was any sort of like scary, right? Like, I mean, I guess a jump scare is also a startle, but like it was a different type of startle, I guess I should say. So anyway, that's what the memory chapter is. Very weird to have a hidden chapter like that. Um, but it's cool. You get to find out how Charlie got like taken by Slender in the woods, and that caused like the. So at least we know like Charlie's dad is not Slender, so it's not like some weird. Because I would have thought that initially, but Slender's obviously been around for much longer. There's apparently another hidden chapter here, like one that doesn't even show up on this thing. So I'm gonna try to get that real quick, and that involves me. That involves me loading, like doing something in the prologue 3 times. Speaking of other things that I had to do, let me open up the trophy list. I pointed this out before. Like I scrolled through them, but I didn't really stop and actually look at them. So this is one I got during the game. Obviously, any of them that I got on 11.6 were ones I got like just during like streaming. Uh, Ones I didn't have to, I wasn't able to get insta kill. We're sorry about that. Here's a cookie. Specifically, you have to touch Slender. You can't have it like you can't let the static get you. You have to like physically touch him, and it's the game bugs out if you don't die the first time you play through the 8 pages stage, which I didn't, and so it becomes like much more of a pain in the ass. I did eventually get it to pop though, which was nice. Like it's harder to get it to pop than you would think because like he kills you from a distance quite a bit a lot of times. And if you're not looking at him, he can't disappear. So like you have to like kind of look at him and then like try to walk back into him, sort of deal. Not the best. Easier to do on the inside map, which is what I did. I ran through the forest fire without catching fire once. Um, this one just involves reloading the prologue 3 times. Disrupt Charlie when he's crying. Like that's that weird creature in the house. Which, by the way, that is Charlie. So that like the kid just becomes like a crazy mess of like yelling at you and shit. Get ensnared by Slenderman's tentacles. This happens in the fire on that like fire map. I never even saw him the first time I went through it, but yeah, I got that one as soon as I like actually tried for it. It's pretty easy to do once you're actively trying it. Listen to all the radio tracks in the house. You can actually do this in the prologue, which is where I did it. Die in the Into the Abyss level 3 times in a row. This is more annoying than you think it would be. You set it on the hardest difficulty, and then you collect a few like you turn on a few generators because that's when Slender will get like start spawning in and be more slightly aggressive, and so you have to like try to find him, which is easier said than done. This is one of those, as you can tell, I got it within 10 seconds. If you try pausing the game when Slender is, it's meant to be like a trophy, like haha, you tried to pause when you weren't able to. Um, because like you can't pause at all if there's any static whatsoever on the screen. You have to wait till like you're out of the view of Slender. This one, you just in the prologue, you write down a slide. This one, find everything. Same thing with this. You just find the numbered letters, 13 of them. Beat this level in under 5 minutes. I got that the first try. This one's fucking annoying though. Beat the Abyss level in under 5 minutes because the Abyss level it's all RNG based where they spawn, and they can spawn like really far away. So yeah, and for some reason, as I did that, the very last one I did that ended up getting that also unlocked the trophy for beating the game in 45 minutes, even though I didn't really do that. So I don't know if it like is just counting the fact that I don't know if it saves how much time I've taken on other chapters, and then it just is like, oh hey, once we tallied your best time on everything, it has reached under 45. If that happened, that's fine. Otherwise, it absolutely glitched me a trophy. Either way, I'm not complaining. But yeah. Touchdown. Get ready to rumble. Do 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 do. Alright. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. So Charlie's like the weird crying kid in the hood that fucking runs around after you. And so yeah, he just like I don't know, I guess he just becomes like super fucked up from Slender. And then I don't really know what I don't know if Kate's like the hobgoblin thing or if that's just like the other dude. I have no idea. And there is someone burnt out though, so maybe that is the it could be like Carl Ross or something. Hmm. Okay. The secret for this is you have to find that wanted poster, like that missing child poster. You have to find that 3 times, and so that's why I'm resetting. I didn't read too much into this because I didn't want to get past that point, but I at least read that. So yeah, this chapter can be easily accessed by playing prologue in the chapter. Make your way to Kate's house. Oh, so that always was Kate's house. Okay, it was never your house. Good to know. Sorry, this first time I'm reading the wiki. I skimmed it last time. Outside the house, there's a missing poster of Charlie Matheson Jr. on a tree. Go to it, cause text to appear on the screen saying, "I better keep an eye out." Once the text appears on screen, head back to the main menu and replay prologue. Repeat this process twice, and by the third time you go to the missing poster, things will happen. Your screen will distort, and something will happen, and then you're into the level. So that's fun. Yeah, this is more of a...
It's dangerous!
Oh, fuck, it is dangerous. So dangerous. How you doing, Peach? I'm being dangered right now. We're gonna be doing some ooks and spooks here with old Slendy Boy. You got this? Yeah, I've already beaten the main game. There's only 2 things I haven't like gone on my way to beat. Well, first of all, I beat the game on easy mode, I guess. Just because it's like, yeah, sure, why not? I might play it on normal. I don't think I'll do that on stream if I do end up doing that. I'm definitely not gonna play the hardest mode because that's just like it seems aggravating for the sense of aggravating. Like it doesn't feel like it's rewarding because I remember playing the original Slender like a good amount. It was just frustrating. Yeah, what the fuck? Okay, I guess I gotta load it a third time then. It did say 3 times, and so here we go with time number 3. This should be able to pop it. So supposedly something happens when I walk up to the third time. The game gets all funky if I do that. Brass monkey, the funky monkey. And I guess it doesn't really shock me too much because I didn't find that clue the first time I played the game. I did find it in a different map, but it sounds as though you can only do this in the prologue, specifically because of the text of like, oh, I should keep an eye out for him. So that seems like something. But yeah, there's only 2 main things I haven't done in this game, but like in terms of like actual new content. I haven't played the Genesis level, which is like the bonus level you unlock once you beat the game. And I haven't played whatever this hidden level is I'm trying to go for right now. So I'm trying to do this hidden level first. Before I play like the bonus secret level. Yeah, your character runs out of sprint after a while. It's kind of like the same thing with Slender bullshit. Like the original game. But yeah, considering how far this house is out in the woods, like, fuck that, dude. At the very least, I'd be putting up more lights around the area. Some sketchy-ass fucking place. Don't you love how the level gets darker as you go down towards the house? What the fuck? That was it, right? That was the 3. What the fuck? Okay, we'll do it. I'm gonna search it up real quick. Slender the Arrival Haunted level. Because it should have already popped by now. Okay, Reddit. The place of all information. Once it loads, of course. Of course, it's loading slow as fuck, which is great. Love that. I'm a big fan of that. Huge old fan of that. Is my internet being shitty right now or something? Is that what's happening here? No, the stream's running just fine. That's weird. Alright. Was the problem with just Reddit? Like, fuck you, dude. I need this information. There we go. Okay. Secret level in the game Slender the Arrival can only be unlocked. Certain criteria met. Certain tasks in the game to activate the Easter egg secret level. First, you have to be at the very start of the game during the opening credits before you enter Kate's house. Yep. Pay attention because if you miss one vital part, this Easter egg will not work. Once you arrive at Kate's house, you need to look at the old swing set placed in front of the house. What the fuck? This sounds like way more involved than what the fuck the other thing was saying. Once you've looked at... Okay, so I gotta look at a swing set. Here's the swing set. Yeah, I remember playing on the swing set when Kate and I were... So maybe you need to get all this weird text at the bottom to pop up. Okay, once you have looked at the swing set, you can enter the house. You will then need to play the piano located behind the living room. Okay, piano. This sounds familiar. Okay, so there's that. After you play the piano at least once, you need to go in front of the bathroom door. There should be a radio placed on top of the cupboards. Turn it on. Okay, so bathroom door. I'm gonna avoid grabbing the flashlight right now because I'm hoping that this. Well, I mean, this is a bathroom, but the radio's over here though, which isn't in the bathroom. In front of the bathroom door, there should be a radio placed on top of the cupboards. Okay, we'll turn it on. Once the radio has been turned out, you'll need to locate the flashlight in the kitchen. Okay, spawn point is randomized. Okay, we got that. Sorry, I mean, I absolutely am, like, I don't feel any sort of problem looking at the guide for this, because this is just to unlock the level I actually want to play. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, okay, once the radio's been turned on, you need to look at the flashlight. Once the flashlight has been found, you have met all the criteria needed to activate the secret level. All you need to do now is go outside the front yard. Outside, you'll find a missing poster. Oh my god, I gotta find the missing poster afterwards? Oh, why wouldn't someone tell me that? That's fucking cringe. Do I gotta redo that shit? Let's hope that if I just go out to the area with the fucking... where the poster was initially, that hopefully it just does its thing. Oh, god damn it. Why would you do this to me? Cringe. I hate that. I love that someone on this Reddit post for Slender, the fucking horror game, the only reply to this post is, "Wow, nice find. I'd hate to play a game like this though. Don't like jump scares at all. Horror games are off limits for me." It's like, what a useless comment. Why are you here in this subreddit if you don't like the type of, if you don't like that game, why would you do that? Is my stream doing alright? Is it dead or something? If I gotta reload, I guess. I mean, it still says I'm streaming, so I don't. Yeah, you know, it probably is. It's probably fucking. It's probably this web browser. GX is just being a bitch right now. More than likely. I'll try loading this on Microsoft Edge, I guess. Unable to connect to the internet. That's not good. What the fuck? God damn it. Is it actually streaming or not? Ah, jeez. Do I gotta get my fucking phone now to see, like... Dude, the internet keeps going out. I'm gonna fucking have a conniption fit. This happened a couple days ago, too. Alright, fine. I'll turn off the internet on my phone, load it up real quick. This is a fucking pain in the ass. Am I actually live, though? Okay, I mean, it says I'm live. Sorry, I can't see chat at all, so I had to fucking pull it up on my phone, because, you know, God forbid, technology works the way it needs to. Oh, cool. As soon as it loads on my phone, it loads back. Okay, whatever. No, we're fine. I guess we're fine. Whatever. God damn it. Is it too much to ask that things just work? It'd be nice. So what was it? It was like a... Fuck, I should... Alright, let me just read through it again. Looks like... Okay, swing set. Did the... Okay, piano. Do that. Come on. There we go, that sounds familiar. Alright, cool. From the bathroom door, turn on the radio. Take me out to the ball game. Okay, so we got the flashlight. Now all you gotta do is go outside and activate bullshit, apparently. Whoa, hey, dipshit's outside. What the fuck? Hey, get out of here, Slender. I need, I don't need you here right now, sir. I kind of need to activate some sort of secret level or something. Oh, there it is. Alright, cool. We unlocked it. Nice. The fuck? Ooh. I'm lost. Can you find me? I mean, I'll try to find you, I guess. Yeah, welcome, Mary. How you doing? Alright, so I gotta find someone, presumably inside the house. You can't hide from me. There's only so many places. Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Okay. Settle down now. Fuck. You dick. Fuck. Are you just gonna spawn me in the same fucking one spot? What the hell? You need to give me a chance to go somewhere else, you prick. Oh, it's bamboozling me. Yeah, well, how am I supposed to unlock the door here? God damn it. Okay. I like you, I want to play a game. What the fuck was that? Oh, now, okay. What stage do we want to choose that we're not allowed to look at any of the ones? I guess we gotta choose the stage of Charlie. That's fucking weird. I will find you instead. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Well, I hope you have as terrible of a time finding me as I had of finding you. We're just gonna hide in here until our inevitable demise. Because it says hide, it's not like we can fucking escape, right? So, alright. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back. And we'll root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. 'Cause it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Alright. I hope everyone enjoyed the rendition of Take Me Out to the Ball Game. It was originally playing on the radio, but I obviously did a much better version. Acapella. This camera's mildly making me dizzy. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck they want me to do. I don't, like, said hide, but, like, you know what? God, that's loud as fuck, dude. Do it. Ah, fuck. Jesus. Alright. I found you. Well, that's not fair. You're supposed to pop up when you find me. Oh, I'm just stuck in fire now? That's not cool. I can't even move now. You dick. Oh, hey, there you are. What up, pal? Alright. You are dead. Alright, well, fuck you too. So that's the secret hidden level? You just run for like 1 minute and then you get fucking caught. Start game, please end this. I don't know what that did. I have no idea what I'm doing now. Hey, what up, Battery? I can't move the camera. I can't do anything. Okay. Is that just me being dead? Alright, well, I guess please end this. Sure. I don't... That's... Okay, so that's fucking weird. That was the... Yeah, that was the hidden... Not much. Yep. That's just how it be sometimes. Yeah, I don't really know how to comment on what just happened, because I'm not really, like, sure what the fuck that was about. That's you playing as Charlie, I guess. But Charlie... We already found out what happened to Charlie, though, so I don't really know what the fuck the deal was with that. This is definitely one of those games where I definitely am gonna have to watch a fucking lore video to try to get an idea. Hopefully you'll figure it out. I will try and go to bed. Alright. Well, I'll catch you later, Mary. Hope you get a good sleep. I'm gonna attempt to do Genesis, which, as far as I'm aware, is a remake of the original Slender level. That's like the one thing I found out. Jeez, I'm gonna have to like sit up to actually fucking play this. God damn it. Okay, so I don't really know the rules of like how this is compared to like how the original was. This obviously isn't on the hardest difficulty, it's on the easiest, so. Alright, so that's one of the pieces, or one of the... Sure, why not? I'll try this maybe a couple times. Yeah. I saw a video of this recently, like the original version of the game. And the graphics on Slender, like, he looked fucking terrible. And I'm not a graphics guy, don't get me wrong. I am 100,000,000,000% not a graphics guy. But, like, it didn't even look like a person. Like, there's PS2 games that, like, where they look like people. Like, I can deal with that. PS1 era is kind of a little, like, iffy sometimes. That whole 64 generation of shit kind of gets a little weird looking after a while. Okay, so he's somewhere over there. Because he's freaking out. I have no idea where. Can't see him. The idea, though, is to not sprint until you have to. Oh, there he is. Damn it. I'm turning on the... Oh, see? This is why I turned on the light, because you actually can't even fucking see the page. Oh, yeah, here's this, too. You apparently don't get attacked by this dickhead if you have, like, trees in between you. Like, you can... If you're getting too, like, staticky on what it looks like, you can put, like, a set of trees in between you. And this will help, and, like, it'll, like, cut it down for a little bit without you, like, risking, like, losing this part. Okay. He's somewhere, and don't know where. Freaking out on me, though. Dickhead. Also, dude, there's a fucking memory about this game that I completely unlocked looking up this shit earlier today. There was a fucking so there's different versions of this game. I guess I should say, right? Damn it! I don't know if it's always guaranteed to be on like every spot. I think the answer is no, it's not. Which that's gonna be real fucking unfortunate if because I don't know all the spots. I'll be real with you. I really don't. I hate being trapped in here though, which is why I want to get the if there is a fucking thing here, I want to get it now instead of later. Because yeah, he is kind of like up my ass a bit, but like he's not completely up my ass, which means I have a chance to find it. Also, the reason I have the reason I have this flashlight turned off for large parts of it is A, I can see anyway, right? That's like part of it, but then B also, well, I can see everything but like the things. It makes it harder for him to track you if fuck, is there really not one in the building? God damn it. That's kind of a pain in my ass actually. There not being one in the fucking building. But yeah, he can't see you as well, is the point I was trying to make. But yeah, the memory that was unlocked for me by finding out about like, damn you fucking dickhead, out of here. Fuck off, Slender. Not today. Here we go. I don't know if that's just him teleporting behind me is why it's like freaking out so much. But yeah, Fucking Jesus Christ, dude. Settle down. That's not me being scared when I said that, by the way. That's just me being like, dude, like, get off my ass. That's more of an annoyed. Yeah, see, he's like right there. Yeah, you're right. The idea you have like a certain amount of sprint you can use up before it becomes an issue. Um, like so, if you sprint for too long, it has to like you lose like you're not able to regenerate it as easily, and it ends up being like a slower max. I don't know if the max capacity goes down like fully, like for all time, or if it's just like for a limited amount of time. Yeah, he's behind that tree there. Speaking of behind trees, yep. But anyway, so like, there's the original version of Slender, which is like, okay, that's fine, that's all well and good, and whatever the fuck. There he is over there. Ooh, shit, 6, huh? Ah, you fucking dickhead. Get out of here. Get out of here. You don't know I'm here. You can't see me. You can't perceive me. Fucker. Damn it. You fucking dickhead. Get out of here. Shit. Fuck off. But yeah, so there's the original version. If you beat the original version of Slender, you unlock a daytime mode. And the daytime mode is actually kind of like, fuck. You serious right now? Did, fuck, he's like right behind me. Okay. Oh, you fucking dick. Leave me alone. Ah. We're trapped along the fucking fence line. This is horrible. Sucks. Shit. Are we good? Are we chill? No. Shit. No. No, we're losing it. We're losing it. Settle down, man. God damn it. See, this to me, this is what I meant earlier about like why I don't want to do like a harder version of it. It's not. This isn't scary to me. Like, don't get me wrong. It was when I was like fucking like 13 or whatever, and I fucking played the original. Like, this isn't. This to me is just kind of aggravating. Like, I can't move more than like a couple fucking steps without dickhead just being right up my fucking ass about this. I don't even like. Where the fuck is he? Damn it! For fuck's sake. Do I have? Hold on. Let me check. Do I have that? What fucking difficulty do I have this on? Oh, there's no. Can I not change the difficulty? Okay. Maybe this is just like how it is. Always. Oh, yeah. That sucks, actually. God damn it. Fucking you, dick. Get out of here. Go away. Stop spawning near. Just don't. Alright, I need to. I can't survive if you're gonna constantly be up my ass. What the fuck? Oh, Jesus. Okay. Ugh. Damn it. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm just trying to get like a little bit of reprieve here. I don't think I'm gonna be able to pull it off though. But this is another reason why I think it's not like the best for me is like I don't. Jesus Christ, dude. Settle down. It's like knowing where the fuck any of this spawns is annoying. Simple as that. Like, I don't know where most of the spawns are. I'm not able to really go around and actively check too much because I'm just constantly having them up my ass. Presumably there's one on this rock here somewhere. Fuck me. Jeez. Okay, well it's not on that rock, or if it is, I can't fucking see it worth a shit. Damn it. Like, I get the challenge. I get the idea, I get the challenge, I understand it. You know. I just don't find it particularly engaging as a challenge. Like that, because I mean, don't get me wrong, it definitely has novelty with the idea, but the novelty of the idea I've already experienced, like at its height, like at the prime. I definitely watched, like, I definitely played a few versions of Slender. I played one in a sanatorium. That was fucking pretty cool. I played the original a bit. I haven't played a little bit, obviously, of this before. I just never got around to, like, fully finishing it until recently streaming it. Damn it. I didn't even find this fucking page before. Ugh. You know what that means? That means the last one's probably inside that fucking place. Shit. Fuck. No. Uh, like, I can't even see where the fuck I'm going, besides the fact that I'm running into a damn fence line. Fuck me. The last one has to be in that goddamn building, too. 100% it's in that building. I have no idea where it is on the map. I have plans for you, Kate. So yeah, that obviously, what's the wording? That indicates it's Kate in the original version of the ship. In the original Slender, the 8 pages shit. Apparently when I hit start game, I accidentally started it from the beginning of the game instead of what I meant to do. Dude, this entire time you've been able to hit the touchpad and remove all the fucking... Oh shit, okay. I would have liked to actually do that. Oh well. Okay, I meant to restart the Genesis level, so I'll go and do that real quick. Why am I pinged on Discord? What is this shit? Oh, never mind. It's for a different game. Stupid. I'm in Discord. Ah, fucking, there goes my phone. Cool. Love that. I love dropping phones on grounds. Son of a bitch. This is so wrong for me to want to charge my phone while I'm streaming because I can't actively use it too much in the middle of playing what's supposed to be a horror game or whatever. God damn it. Alright. Okay, now we're back, sorry. This might just be considered hardcore or whatever in terms of like the level. Okay. So I'm gonna try a new strategy. I'm gonna try to actively like, because the thing is that this whole area respawns differently every time, which is why it becomes difficult to understand, where to go exactly all the time. So one of the pages is on the silo. Okay, that's good to know. I'm gonna try not to use the sprinting too much. This is one I'm kind of like really curious about. I know in the original game there was like rocks that like there was at least a rock where this shit could spawn in at. I don't know if this was the specific rock because there's different landmarks in different matches, or at the very least I remember they spawn differently. I don't know if there's actually specifically different landmarks, but this definitely does feel like a landmark that would be different. Yeah. If I take too long, yeah, boo, boo indeed, Phoenix. How you doing? If I take too long, the asshole is going to start coming out and coming after me. But that's a like a problem for future me, I guess. So there's a page on the silos. Good, good. Okay, so there's a page on the fucking on the main like big silo. Sorry, these are or propane tanks, I guess. So there's one on the silo. There's one on the propane tanks. More than likely, there's one in this fucking building. This is the one I really need to find because this is gonna be such a pain in the ass if I don't. Like I cannot come in here later. Like I cannot come in here with like 5+ pages trying to fucking track down a goddamn page and then I get trapped in here. It's one thing if it's the last page I find, I don't mind that. Because as long as I know like the actual path to get to it, then we're good to go. But this cannot be the last one. Everything will go to shit if it is. I don't believe any of them can spawn on the outside. Is harder and easier than the OG game? I assume you meant to put harder or easier. Um, I don't know. I had the main game originally set to easy mode. The too long didn't read version of the idea is that I think this type of gameplay is kind of frustrating actually when it gets to the point that the OG has it, where it's just like constantly up your ass sort of Slender approach, just because he could just teleport at will, which is I don't know. To me, I find that to be more frustrating than it is like fun and spooky or whatever. Like even just the recent run I just did there moments ago. I don't think it'd be fair to characterize that as like, oh my god, I'm scared. Like most of it's just me kind of bitching about the game at that point. The original version of Slender: The Arrival has a whole like story base to it, and this is completely different from this. But this is like a bonus level you get for beating the game, which is a remake of the original Slender. Because there is one on that. I think we're good to start collecting things because I think he's going to start coming at us here soon. Anyway, um, is he already here? Seriously? Where the fuck is he? Oh, there he is in the woods. All right. So one on the tree. I'll grab the one on the fucking tree. Why not? Anyway, the idea is you have it turned off here. Okay. I should not be. I shouldn't be as afraid to use the sprinting this time around, to be honest. Yeah, I know what you mean when a horror game has moments where you turn from scared of the game just being annoyed at being stalked. Yeah, you get it. Damn it, there's a page here, but the problem is, like, I don't know where the fuck the other pages are. I'll grab this one just because I'm next to it. But I need to make sure I save at least some of the other ones for later. It's you know what it is for me, Phoenix. It's the fact that he can just teleport wherever the fuck he wants, like whenever. That to me kind of like kills it a bit. It turns the game from being like oh fun and like challenging to just like okay, well he can just do whatever the fuck he wants. You know what I mean? Especially when you have like a limited sprint and I don't have a way to fight back, obviously. So it's just kind of like, eh. Like if I were to take a game that I think is fucking superb, that's a like a scary game, like a horror game, if you want to, whatever, would be Alien Isolation, right? Because that's like you'll never kill the alien, like that's not a thing you can do, but you can keep it at bay with a litany of tricks, and you can like you can distract it, you can force it on other enemies, you can. So you're supposed to, as far as I'm aware, you're supposed to kind of keep him in an area where you can actively kind of see him, but not like get too close and not look at him for too long. Ah, damn it. Yeah, it's on the logs too. Damn it. Son of a bitch. Yep. See, I knew he'd be there. That's the problem. It's like, what am I supposed to do? Just like leave and come back later? Like, fuck that. What? Fuck's sake. This is kind of a death trap too. I'm gonna be real with you. Yeah, yeah, whatever. Oh, you're up my ass. Oh, fuck. I'm scared. Real scared here. Damn it. Where are the propane tanks? That's one of the remaining. How many pages? 2 pages left? Ugh. See, that's unfortunate because I actively know where one of the last 2 pages are, but I don't know where the last one is. And the fact that like in 2 runs I haven't found one on that fucking building is concerning to me. Are there 2 different buildings? No. Okay, you know what? Maybe not today, Mr. Man. Dr. Slender. Fuck off, buddy. Damn it. Oh, he's like right up my ass too. Yeah. So this is twice now I found 7. I have no idea where the last one could be. Like, don't have a fucking clue. Damn it. Fuck's sake. Fuck. Like that's just not fun to me. Like what's happening right now? Like this doesn't feel like a challenge. This just feels like he's constantly fucking spawning in every half a second to fuck me up. Like he's up my ass. Damn it, that's not a building, that's that spinny bit that I can't fucking like I can't even see the screen right now. You know what I mean? Like it's fucking this is also the reason why I never like I had plenty of time to try to learn this as a kid. Like when the initial like game came out, right? It's like, oh, I could fucking, I could win this. Actually, I think the last one, if I haven't found it yet, it might be on that car. If I can ever get to it. I have no fucking clue where it is on the map. Okay, there's a car here. I'm hoping this is it right here. Fucking, can you not run right where I need you to go? Or right where I need you to be away from? Yeah, fuck you, I found all 8. Lick my dick. Fuck you. I did it. Alright, it's done. We did it. Yep. Doesn't matter. We're putting on smug face. I won. That's on easy. I'm supposed to try to do this on hardcore? Like, fuck that, dude. The trophies on this suck. Yeah, beat the Genesis level on hardcore difficulty. Now, to be fair, I didn't really have an option to swap the difficulty once I hit that point. Nice. GG, mate, legend. Thank you very much, Phoenix. I appreciate it. At least now I can say I beat Slender. This is one of those things. There's not even a platinum trophy for the game, but I play games even if they don't have platinums. If I think I'll enjoy the game, and I do enjoy this game, but like what I enjoy about this game does not translate to that type of like. There's a reason like I feel like it's true for a lot of people. There's a reason why like most people like Slender was really popular for like the little bit of time it was out, like a worldwide phenomenon, and then like it just fell off completely. You know what I mean? It's just like I don't know. That gameplay's like frustrating. There's a hide and seek part of the Cyberpunk DLC that's basically like Alien Isolation, and the AI of Alien Isolation has some sort of logic where it knows in general where you are and hunts you leaving, going after it, giving up where you are to try again. Yeah, I'm taking a drink, so give me a second. Okay, so that's a good point. Yeah, because yeah, with Alien, it is very much like yeah, there is a logic to it all, right? Like it's not just random teleporting. It follows a path. It a lot of times it doesn't even come out if it doesn't hear you. There's like a whole noise element to it, right? Now eventually it is just going to come out anyway after a while. Likewise, the same thing is true about Slender. So I don't know how long it is for Alien Isolation for it to come out. Although I guess to be fair, I don't really know how long Slender has come out to. But you can't just like fuck around the whole time and not grab a single like page. Eventually, that asshole will start coming down, which is why I eventually just grabbed a page because I'm like, dude, like if I had to like sit here and try to track everything down the whole time, like I ain't fucking with it. Because it becomes obviously harder once the enemy is actually in the same way that like with the xenomorph, it's harder once he's actually just like roaming around. But yeah, at least there's like a noise trigger to make the like enemy come out, and then it's going towards the noise. Like it reacts like primitively, right? Whereas like that, it's like okay, here's Slender, but he can't like. How would I explain this in such a way that like a lot of other horror games will have it where the enemy's actively chasing you, not just like teleporting. You know what I mean? So like they're running at you, but then maybe your run speed's way quicker, or like say like a Jason Voorhees, right? Like now, granted, Jason's always gonna catch up to you, but like he walks everywhere, right? So you have a chance to get the fuck out. Obviously, in later movies, he starts running, and maybe Jason's a bad idea or bad example because he does technically teleport, I guess, too. Like even though he doesn't actually, but to make it to where he makes it to in the time he makes it, it has to be teleport. But you can get away and get behind cover. I noticed like in another like some videos people would do with that. People were using that where they get behind like a tree, right? So it's like, oh, he's in front of me, so I broke a line of sight so that my character like can calm the fuck down. But um, but the character like calms down, and like, but it's still in front of you, so like it hasn't teleported out of the way yet. So you have the enemy trapped there. Is the idea, and that kind of works in the beginning when Slender's willing to just stand there for a bit, but that doesn't work near the end, at least not well. It works enough for you, like it works long enough for you to get your sprint back up, which seems like the main crux of like why you would want it, but it doesn't work as like a way to calm your character down really. Like it calms it down slightly, but your character's still like freaking the fuck out, and then just like teleports immediately anyway. Just constant fucking like I'm in your way. No, I'm in your way now. Like especially like when like it's already annoying enough because it's all randomized and you got to find these pages. That's all whatever, right? But then it's like even when you know where you need to go, like you can't because it just constantly gets in your way. Not as bad on this. I actually thought the arrival specifically had this problem more so with the 8 pages rendition of this. Like if I hit stage select, the 8 pages on this, I feel like the Slender on this one like gets more in your like in front of you in your way, but this one kind of just like is constantly so close to you that your fucking your character's like freaking out all the time, which makes it hard to see, and like they're running and all that shit. Sounds like Slender where are you collect the pages, the more you collect, more active it becomes to hunt you. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, every odd number of pages you collect, it becomes more aggressive, and you can tell because like the music also coincides with that. More like instruments get added into the music. At first, it sounds like this from the beginning here. Once you get the first page, it's like that doo 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 doo, shit. And then it grows more and more as you get like the third page, the fifth page, the seventh page. Um, but yeah, so I mean, maybe it's not like, is it really unfair to be like, okay, because that did play like the original? Because I mean, it essentially was the original, and likewise, some parts of this game like do play somewhat like that as well. And apparently, if you turn on like hardcore mode, it does play like that, where it's like much more limited stamina, limited version like flashlight. Um, the enemy's aggressive. So like, if you really enjoy that the first Slender, like the original OG like free game Slender, then yeah, you would probably enjoy like the hardcore core mode on this. But like, it doesn't. I've always like it always was just way more frustrating as a player to me because I felt like it's like really hard to progress and it's not even like a get good skill thing. It's just like I mean, there's obviously ways around that. Like I was able to. There's some skill involved, but a lot of it's just like luck based. It's like, oh, where is he going to teleport? Right? I can't really dictate as well where he's going to teleport. I mean, you can make an idea that he's going to teleport either behind you or he's going to somewhere in front of you, but like that's a lot of variance when it comes to these levels. And depending, and obviously you can like turn off the flashlight, so it's harder for you to be tracked, but only by so much. Um, Likewise, it's like, oh, you can whether or not you're by like trees would help. For example, like having more cover because you can get Slender stuck behind it as you're kind of zigzagging through trees. So even if you don't 100% know where he is, as you're just navigating through the forest, you're getting a little bit of the heat off you when it comes to like the sight, even if you're not actively trying to, because like inevitably as you're running through like trees and shit, it will. Also, in general, I don't like when speedruns where it's RNG manipulation. Yeah, I'm not really a huge fan of that either. There's actually two speedrun trophies in this game, which were the first one was actually really easy, although obviously I played it on easy mode. The 8 pages, like maybe I'll play a little bit of this as I'm talking about it. Actually, this will highlight. Have you ever played this Phoenix, the Arrival, Slender the Arrival? This is their like they made the original game Slender, then they got a no, but I've seen reviews for it. Okay, well here's their take on the original Slender thing, right? So this is like a more story driven narrative. There's a bunch more to it, but this is like if you were to like if they're like okay, how do we like make a new different version of this fucking the original 8 pages thing? It's this right here. Now I have to preface this with this is also on easy mode, just like the last one was, and it also has randomized elements of things. But yeah, it also has the original 8 pages and the same music and shit. Um, Hopefully, as I'm playing this will become clear on it just being generally easier to pull off here. Also, I think the landmarks are like better defined in some senses. I'm hoping this is the building over here. Yeah, it is. The fuck? Where is he? I don't know where the fuck he just went. But yeah, even something like this, right? You'll notice this building is actually very detailed, right? Much more than the original game. And I understand the original game didn't have as much of a budget, but like I can actually tell specifically which room I'm in on this, no matter where I am. I can tell if I'm in the room with the boxes, or the room with the locker, or the room with the bathrooms here, right? There's actually two sets of bathrooms, actually, but like you get my point. Like you can actually actively see the differences of these rooms, and very clearly define like how, like where they're at. Also, I mean, you can tell though if you have the flashlight turned off, you can't see for dick. Like that is the whereas the original game you could see like pretty well, but you couldn't see the pages unless you got really close because the outline of it would come up. But yeah, just like everything is like it's more obvious. I'm surprised I was able to grab through that. To be honest, I didn't know if I could or not. I figured it'd be worth trying. But yeah, you can see pages from a bigger distance. I feel like as well. You'll notice I've already collected like 4 pages, and what Slender showed up one time, and I still couldn't even tell where the fuck he was. Now he is going to start showing up here 100%. Like, make no fucking mistake about that. We're going to start getting him. But just as a idea, I didn't die the first time I played this. I got close a few times, but like I was running around for fucking. There he is, by the way. He's bigger too. I don't know if that's worth mentioning. Like more detailed, bigger looking character makes it harder, I guess, to use the tree trick. Also, the flashlight doesn't have like on this game's easy mode. The flashlight doesn't run out as far as I'm aware, or if it does, it takes fucking ages to run out. Like I never had it run out, even though I was running around for like a good 15 fucking minutes the first time I played this. Yep. I mean, he's there, but the thing is, like, damn it. Dude, I love getting stuck on the trees. That's my favorite part, dude. But you get a much clearer idea of where the fuck he is, which is nice. And the layout, although it is also randomized, I feel like it's not as difficult to see shit. Did I already go through here? I can't recall if I already came through here. I already came through like that sec. Fucking damn it. See, like I pretty much ran right into him almost, and I didn't die there. Whereas I feel like I would have died in any other like round of this. There's actually a decent chance I'm gonna lose here because I'm fucking around too much trying to make a point, but it's fine. He's behind me. Not a big deal. Okay, yeah. So I've already done like a loop, a whole ass loop, but I guess this is the part where I start like cutting in the inside of everything. It's just it's the presentation of it. You know what I mean? Like it. He's not as aggressive about his teleporting, and I'm more aggressive about clearing my throat. So you know, it's kind of a give and take sort of scenario there. Fucking asshole. Out of here. But yeah, even the distortion on the screen is not nearly as bad. You know what I mean? Like I can actually fucking see where I'm going, even as he's chasing me, even as I almost ran into him. Like in the other game, it's just impossible. It's like pretty damn near impossible to see where the fuck you're going. And don't get me wrong, that's cool in like partial sense, in the sense that like, oh, you know, like it adds a what's the word? Oh, this is the last page, by the way. Oh, is it not on this? What the fuck? Ah, golly gee, you threw me a curveball on that one. Fucking hell. I thought for sure there'd be one there. Maybe there was and I already picked it up. God damn. I thought that was a shoe-in right there. Okay, here's the car I found before, and then there's like the tower up there. I'll try to run through this middle section here. Okay, he's down below, but yeah, he can go fuck himself, really. See, there's a light way the fuck up there, so I'm thinking that's probably the way to go. But yeah, you'll notice if I pause and show a look like this, there's only one page remaining, and I'm having a way easier time navigating this whole area. Like in the original game, this would be more like at the point that you would have like 3 pages, maybe 5. You know what I mean? I see. So you could sort of brush by in where on harder difficulties or in the OG it would be immediate failure. I mean, yeah, pretty much. Or the enemies are obviously more aggressive. Or Slender. I don't know. I said enemies as if there's like multiple. There's not in this level. But fucking hell, you see that? He was like right next to me, and then he just fucking teleported out. Oh, is it right there? Yeah, there's 2 different towers, so sometimes it's confusing. But yeah, anyway, I got 8 pages, and it wasn't even like, it wasn't even close. It wasn't even close to losing, right? I mean, I almost walked into him once, but like, I mean, of course, like you're destined to lose here, so like it's not really too surprising, but yeah. Like so, the paper is easier to see. The landmarks are more obvious as you're going through, um, and the enemy is like way more forgiving. See, like I didn't mind that, and like the first time I played it, yeah, I was kind of a little like spooked out, right? Like I'm trying to be like, oh, because like I'm just trying to progress, and it's I understand more of the game now, and I understand how hard it is actually to die on easy to an extent, right? So it doesn't really provide that same level, and that's not a fault of the game. That's just the fault of like me doing multiple. These type of games aren't really meant for like multiple playthroughs. I don't think, at least not in terms of like the same difficulty. Maybe on like a hard difficulty. So like, yeah, it's kind of like, oh hey, play it on easy. For like the experience of like ooh spooky whatever, right? Or maybe even normal for that same shit. Probably more ideal, I guess, on normal. And then from that point forward, you would then you like learn to play it on the harder difficulty. Yeah, learn the map. Well, that too, but yeah, you'd want to play it once to get through. But yeah, you're right because it's procedurally generated. You would want to learn the different like shit for that. Actually, I'll keep playing the one map I was playing. No, fuck it. It's just this is underground section with a bunch of generators, and so initially you just have to turn on the 6 generators. While you have Slender popping up here and there, and then you have some other creature that like runs around and tries to attack you, and if it attacks you 3 times, you die. But they expect you to beat that within fucking 5 minutes as well, including that beginning area that you saw me spawn in at, where it's like like kind of golden grass around me or whatever the fuck, and then I had to run all the way into the one building, go through it a bit, get to the first generator, which opens all the doors. Then you go find the other 5 generators, and then you get back to the elevator and take it up. It's very hard to do it within 5 minutes because RNG. Like I mean, you just hope everything spawns near you. So that was like annoying. This was eventually the run where I got it. Yeah, Speedrunner 2. For some reason, I also got Speedrunner 3, and I don't know why, but whatever. I'm willing to take it. Oh yeah, this is what you have to do to pause the game, or like there's like a trophy for what's the wording? Oh yeah, this is how close I had to get for the insta kill, for that to even fucking work. This one was weird because you had to, like, the fireproof thing. You had to make it through the forest without getting burned, but like it only popped up at the fucking end of the match. Oh yeah, tangled. This is where you get caught in the slender tentacles. This is just me collecting all the bullshit, and this doesn't really matter. Yeah, so like this felt like this was the easiest map to do this on. So there's like a middle section where you have to like close all the windows and doors and shit. And if you just run outside, most of the times you're gonna find Slender. And the idea is you hit the pause button because the idea is like, oh, if you get scared and you try to pause the game out of fear, but you can't do it if you're looking at Slender. And so you just find him and you just pause the game like a shitload of times. You just keep spamming the pause button. But then I couldn't like pause the game to like, yeah, this is me trying to get like try to actively die from insta kill. I had to like, that's how hard it is to like run into him because otherwise you would get hit by. It doesn't seem hard, but there's so many times where I ran into the fucker and it didn't like count because I guess he got me beforehand. Yeah, this is another one where I was like pausing the whole time as I'm like running up to him. I'm like sitting there spamming the pause button just to get a trophy. This is me just collecting bullshit. Oh yeah, this is the original. Like when I actually this one was kind of fucked. I'm not gonna lie, because there's a whole. Let me delete this real quick. I think I might actually save the video, like keep the video for the rest of all time or whatever. Oh yeah, the classic going down the slide for no reason. That's a classic too, just to get a trophy. Yeah, the idea is you're supposed to. Oh, actually, no, this worked right. Never mind. This is how you actually want to do it. Oh, you know what? Actually, never mind. I remember what happened. So the idea was that you're supposed to find all 8 pages, and then it forces you into that running section a few times, and you're teleporting around until you eventually get caught. But what I did is I just like I was trying to get the trophy where like where I run into him, and it happened to even though I didn't find all the pages, I only found like a few of them, just enough to get him to spawn in. And then I ran into his ass, and then that started this whole section. That got me the trophy. So I kind of like cheesed to getting the trophy. Okay, how do I feel about this game? I guess is the way to end this. Because yeah, I'm sure there's more like lore shit I can learn from. I probably will end up watching like a theory video on this, and I don't mean like necessarily game theory specifically, but like some sort of like you know plot lore fucking video on this to get more of an idea. But now that I've experienced most of everything that this game has to offer, I think I'm good to talk about how I feel about it overall. I will note that there is a version of the game, like a different ending if you do, like if you beat the whole game on hardcore or whatever. And to me, like, it just doesn't. I don't really think I need that. Yeah, endings. Okay, so what's the updated ending? Hardcore ending. Okay, so if you beat on hardcore, Lauren sees the image of presumably Charlie Matheson Jr. or Kate in some sort of web coming closer and then falls off the radio tower. The film of her going to the top may have been destroyed by whatever the radiation shit is, I guess. The film then cuts to the camera lying on its side and static flickers for a second before the battery dies. Whether or not Lauren survives the fall is never shown. This ending is now unobtainable. Oh, the ending is unobtainable. Okay, that's fucking weird. It went through different versions of it, but yeah, as far as I'm aware, there's like new shit if you beat the game on the hardest difficulty. But I don't, like to me, if there is, I don't think it's necessary. Like it wouldn't change it enough to be like, oh wow, this really changes my whole view on the game, right? And if there really was an ending that good, to me, I would be like, well, you should have led with that or something. Because if I'm judging the game, like it's good to reward your players for like being the hardest shit in the game, but like I don't know, it doesn't suddenly make the game amazing. To me, this is just like a relic of its time for the most part. I do like some of the stuff they do with the story. You know, there definitely is a web of story to unravel. Um, you know, you get the general idea for the most part. There is some like some kind of dumb, frustrating elements to it sometimes. Like the whole this whole flashback sequence is lame as fuck because a lot of it's predicated on the idea that you couldn't just. I'll load it real quick to prove my point. What the hell? This is gonna be one of those dumbass things where I need to like go through and like do all of it, which is annoying. I don't really feel like doing that. Um, anyway, the you end up as like a sheriff or something, trying to. I guess this CR dude probably this Carl Ross dude or whatever the fuck. But you end up trying to get through an area, but it's like, oh, I need a gate key. Oh, I need to like go through this. It's just really weird because a lot of it like could be solved if the character would just like they put these what is it like not even up to your knee level of walls a lot of times. It's just like, dude, this character would easily be able to just like climb this wall. Like it's not like you're scaling some giant fucking mountain. Like you're just like like lifting your leg up high enough to go over this like fucking this wall. It's just like it's dumb. And I mean, I don't hold that against the whole game, but there are parts like that where I'm just like, dude, like, why wouldn't this character just be able to do this? It's because they didn't add those mechanics in the game, but it's like, dude, an actual character would be able to do this shit. Um, but yeah, I mean, mostly, yeah, I think it's like a relic of its time. I don't really feel like it was fun, whatever. I got $10 worth out of it, I guess. Insurmountable chest high wall. That's the funny thing. It's like it wasn't even chest high. Like I would say at most maybe waist. Like if not lower. It's like fuck, dude, come on. Especially this dude that's supposed to be like a police officer or something. Like what the fuck? I will show it actually. Homestead, that's what it is. Sorry, I was grabbing the wrong. I can show it on this.
The dude
I
is saying
can't
to me,
climb this wall.
my name is CR.
Okay, this one
This is
actually
my
is.
house.
They are about chest high. I'm not. Okay, so that one is.
Appreciating Charlie's
In some
disappearance.
parts, yeah. You know what? Yeah, you're right. It's chest high. It's like, okay, you could make the argument maybe you wouldn't climb this because of razor wire, but like, come the fuck on, dude. Like, I can't climb these walls, really. And I understand the whole point is like, oh, like this, for example. Like, what you mean? I can't go through here? I can't. Like, I wouldn't even have to lift my leg, really. Like, what? And the reason why it's annoying, because normally it'd be like, okay, well, why do you care? And the reason I care is because like you're going through here and you're like, okay, I'm checking this place out, da da da. And oh boy, there's the attic section. Yeah, you can't like get to this back section at all, even though like any sort of normal fucking person that's like investigating shit, this police officer motherfucker or whatever the hell he is, sheriff maybe, or maybe he's just maybe he's not even law enforcement. He could just be like someone who's trying to dig up answers. But dude, you'd be able to fucking climb over this shit. Like, what do you mean? Or like this even? Like, what do you mean I can't go through here? But yeah, then the idea ends up being that you go up here and or like this too. It's like what I can't like. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's just kind of certain areas of this shit are dumb as hell. But you move this up, even though you could have easily just climbed over like and through it. But yeah, the way some of the shit's like cut off is just strange. I don't think the game, I don't think the game actively is going to let me in here. There's a whole section over here that you can easily get through, but I don't think that the game's not going to let me do it because it's like fucking pitch black. Which is also kind of like I understand why that's kind of the case. Because oh no, you haven't turned on the generator yet, but I don't know, it's just kind of dumb. I don't know. It's not even necessarily like. Also, yeah, some of the graphics on some of these look kind of shitty. That's not really like a big deal. It's just funny to me. But yeah, there's a whole section here which is kind of annoying. But you go down into this area that has like it's some fuel you need to pick up for that generator. But there's a bunch of different like on the hardcore mode. There's a bunch of different fuel you pick up, which is another reason why I don't want to play hardcore. There's like a shitload of different fuel you pick up and turn on a bunch of different generators. Because each generator takes a certain amount of fuel, whereas this one you just collect one and you're done. But the idea is that you get that fuel and then you go over to that area before I turn it on. You go through that whole section over there into like a burnt down house that has a key, so you can get like through this gate over here. And I don't know, dude. It's just like someone could figure this out. Like it's not, especially for someone who's like the ideas they're searching some old fucking place that like nobody supposedly lives here anymore. So like why would you not bring shit, like you don't bring anything for this, like you didn't expect anything to be locked or something that you'd be able to go through? Just kind of dumb. But the game does look nice, I'll give it that. Like everything but like the character models, and sometimes like some of the character models look a little goofy, but I mean, I will say they improved like leagues above what they had for the original Slender. So like that, I can be like, yeah, you know what, that's cool, that's fine. Apparently, there's an invisible wall here. I'm not sure why. Maybe this is a generator spawn for if I were to play harder modes. I don't know. That's odd though. Oh yeah, yeah. This is the spooky area. If you go down here, it's all light. Then you're like, oh, that's fine, right? So you turn on the light, but then as soon as you start going through here, oh no, it's gonna start flickering. Anyway, so you find the fuel here, right? And you're like, oh, cool. I'll get the fuck out of here, I guess. Yeah, and then Dickhead's just right there, yeah, doing his thing. A little bit further back now, but you're not quite home free yet. So there should be something like sprinting over this way. At least there have been in previous times. No, there he is. Yep. Yeah, see, now he doesn't like you. Now he's not a big fan. But it's weird because the first time I played that, the fucker ran inside the bunker and then just like seemed to have fucked off for most of it. And then I was able to walk up to him and trigger it. But yeah. But before I end this though, we'll showcase what happens when you grab this. So you turn this on and like, oh, voila, now you can like walk through this area that you weren't able to before. Even though there's like nothing different about it whatsoever. But yeah, you find a key in here and then you go like through this cornfield and those things start like running at you. I guess, I don't know. But I mean I do know. I don't know why I said I don't know. But yeah, so I mean I wouldn't rate the game very highly. I don't really like there's a whole 10-year anniversary thing that would probably have been cooler if I had that version instead, because at least I would have there's like a platinum available for it. See, this is some of the shit that sounds cool about it, right? Received new chapters. I don't know what those new chapters are. I couldn't find any fucking news about the new chapters, and there doesn't appear to be any like trophies related specifically to them. So it's apparently just the original trophy set. A multiplayer mode, which I don't even know how the fuck that works, but I mean that could be cool, I guess. And cross-platform modding. Um, which I mean that sounds pretty dope. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, we're talking about a game that like yeah, I guess let's read the description here and see like what we think about this. Suddenly arrivals back scarier than ever with long-awaited 10th anniversary. Oh, this is specifically for the 10th anniversary one. Back in 2012, Slender the 8 Pages was released as a short, experimental first-person game that helped breathe new life into the horror genre through its use of unadulterated tension, building, and fear. Slender the Arrivals, the official reimagining expansion of the original game, featuring a brand new storyline, new characters, improved visuals, great replay value, most importantly, survival horror at its finest. See, to me, like, okay, reimagining an expansion of the original game, that's true. Brand new storyline, that's true. New characters, that's true. Improved visuals, that's true. Great replay value, eh. I mean, it has more replay value than the original 8 pages, so I'll give you that. And survival horror, it's like, I guess. But yeah, to me, like, I mean, I guess you could say unadulterated tension, building, and fear, but like, it's very, I don't know, like that whole like end section when you get like, if you're good enough to get to like 7, 8 pages, like at that point, it's not really fucking, it's not really tension and fear as much as like even those people. Like I think people that are trying to like even if they get a little scared, like I don't know, I feel like it'd be more annoying. For me, it's really annoying, but I feel like for even people that like other people, would just be kind of still. But yeah, let's find out what happens with this. Complete visual overhaul. Every shadow, every material, every model, and hair-raising encounter with the mysterious Slenderman is re-rendered in stunning detail. Okay, so they improved the graphics, obviously. Brand new chapter. Those of you willing to brave the darkness will find a new story, where Charlie, Madison's father, experiences his worst nightmare. Will you make it out with your sanity intact? Um, yeah. What the fuck is? Huh. That's not the one I already played, right? That's not. I think I have to like I'm gonna have to go through and watch a playthrough of that at some point. I don't know to see like what the difference is. But yeah, anyway, well, yeah, different languages and shit. That's cool. Play the original version too. This purchase comes with a free version of the original experience. Enjoy the original graphics, or experience the horror in all new details. So, okay, so you can swap between the graphics. It's kind of weird to say like with a free version of the original experience. Like it's already there. It's not really like unless you can only get it by buying it. So I don't. It's an odd way to put it. Yeah, so far these are all stills from like the game proper that I've already played. Huh. This looks like this could be new though. Damn, I mean the house does look nicer. I don't know if this is just complete like this could be the underground section, I suppose, where fucking Charlie does chase you, but I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, what do I rate the game? I guess that's what everyone's wondering at the end of the day. They're like, "Fuck, what is that GD Gypsy guy? What does he rate Slender the Arrival?" I don't know, dude. I'd say like a fucking like a five. It's like I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. Like um maybe like a 5.5. You know, 5.5. We'll say. I think like it was more fun on the first playthrough. We're like, okay, now we're experiencing everything. Now it's like, oh, whatever, right? And like, oh, spooky, ooh, shit. Like, but after like the first playthrough, it's just kind of dull. And then all the other complaints I mentioned before. But yeah, I mean, if you're a friend, or if you're a friend, if you're a fan of the original Slender, you might get more out of this experience than actually you probably would get more out of this experience than I would. And I wasn't like not a fan of the original, but yeah, I mean, it's super one note. And this game, I mean, does all right attention building. I don't mind it. I think it's better than the original for sure. Um, the story, I feel like could like there's some cool parts about the story as far as I could tell. It plays into the Slender lore pretty well in terms of just like the general like lore about the character before the game came out. Um, feel like they could have done better explaining certain parts, but I mean that's whatever. I'm sure there's some sort of fucking bullshit that explains it if you really dig into this, that, and the other. So who knows? Um, I mean, what would be the point of me even playing the fucking to get the bronze or get a bronze trophy by beating the game on normal? I just feel like it'd be extending gameplay that I'm really not too fond of, so I think I'm just gonna delete it. Like it's a fine game, but I think I got what I wanted out of the game, and any like longer, it's just kind of pushing it for whatever. Okay. I guess before I end the stream, I should try to talk about like what the next I like what am I doing next? Now the next particular stream might be Jack 2 Permadeath, but like that's just kind of might be that, might not, but that's definitely on the table in terms of like current content that I'm going through. Um shit, actually I can play Fall Guys. I should I'm gonna have to do that after stream here. We're trying to get trophies in it. That's just not, it's not a stream thing on that one. But yeah, next game. At first, I kept thinking to myself, like, okay, now I'm starting to get like the Yakuza itch again, and so it could be Yakuza. Like, it could have been Yakuza 5, but then I did remember I kept making a promise to myself, and I'm pretty sure I said it on stream a few times as well. Huh. It's weird that they give it this cover art, even though it's not the upgraded version of the game. Well, whatever. Um, but yeah, I kept saying to myself that I was going to play Deathloop next, and especially because Deathloop has like an online component to it, and there is at least a single online trophy. That might be something I should do more like next year. So I think Deathloop is a big candidate for like the next game. Other games that I could be potentially touching, we'll see. There is Pac-Man World Repack, which I do own. That's definitely on the list of games I would very much like to play. Destroy All Humans is kind of on that list, but I'll be honest, it's not really like, too high on that list at the moment. We're definitely not touching Crash 4 for a while because that's like I need to dedicate time for that shit. That's a whole thing. Especially if I'm gonna platinum the game, which I may do, I may not, but that's definitely gonna be like a whole thing of annoyance. There's that SpongeBob game as well, the Cosmic Shake, the new like a modern um version of like a Battle of Bikini Bottom type of game. That's definitely high on the list as well. So I'm thinking, like, if I'm being honest, I think those are the three games I would choose between the SpongeBob game, the Pac-Man World Repack game, or Deathloop. And I'm probably leaning towards Deathloop. first and foremost, with the Pac-Man in second place and SpongeBob in third. But I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, those are general ideas I have of like what to do for new games for streaming for trophy hunting. In terms of like what Slender did for trophies for me, 1 silver, 16 bronze. If I really like wasted my time doing more of this shit, I could have gotten the last 3 bronze, but really they're just bronze. I don't care enough. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem like we're gonna hit any sort of milestone anytime soon of like what 1250 gold, 1300 gold. Not really. Don't really care too much about that. I guess 2500 silver, but it's gonna be quite a while before we hit that. And then the quad, the 6666. That could be fun for bronze. And nothing really for total. I guess and every platinum is nice, but we're not really hitting a big milestone of platinums till 250. In trophy level, we're not hitting a big one until I'd say 550, and more so 600, because that's when it changes from silver to gold. But I've been holding on to this bullshit long enough. I think everyone fucking dipped out, to be honest. Because I was rambling, but that's fine. That's the whole point of the channel, is to gather all my rambling thoughts together. I'll do the quick like finisher shout out bullshit before I end the stream. Thanks to Riedos, Mary, Peach Cola, Bathory, Phoenix, all you for showing up and chatting, and thanks to anyone who was lurking at any point. Lurkers are also appreciated here. And thanks for anyone that checks this out later, either on Twitch or when this eventually goes up on YouTube. Should the first video of this already has. The second video is going up tomorrow. That's like an hour 40 of a video or something. And then this last video, which I didn't want it to go 2 hours, but here we are. I was busy talking shop about the game. But yeah, that's good for me. Yeah, that's all right. I'll thanks to all the people I mentioned, and catch y'all next time. Do 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 do.